Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today I want to come on and talk about my detox results. I've done two other videos. One was about the detox itself, and then the other was what I eat in a day. Today I want to come on and tell you guys that I completed the detox and I did the 28 days. So it's done, and I just want to go over everything so you guys can get a feel for what to expect if you're planning to do a 14-day or a 28-day detox. So the 28 days, it wasn't really difficult. I would just say it has to be a mindset, and you guys have to be prepared for what the detox is going to be about. It's basically, best if you plan for your detoxes. And I mean, as far as preparing them, and if you don't work remotely, then when you go out to work, then, bringing your detox with you. And then also, if you're going to start a detox, then I would say start it on a Friday after you come home from work. And if you have a long weekend or like a 3-day weekend, it's probably best, or a little vacation is probably best to do it then, because you need to know how your body is going to respond, because sometimes the beginning of those detoxes, they are not pretty. So you want to be prepared for that. So preparing the detoxes, I prepared them both in the evening. It's pretty simple. I went over it in my first video. You just boil the water, put the 2 teaspoons of detox in, and then put it in a mason jar, close it up, put it in the fridge, or if you don't want it in the fridge. Eating plant-based, I was kind of used to it because it was what I was doing already. But it was taken to the next level because, as I told you guys, I was still doing some processed stuff, and I was just getting, the knowledge to know that, a lot of processed stuff is more or less like a science. It's chemically modified food, so it's not really natural. So you really have to look at the back of the package, which I didn't do in all cases, but yes, you have to be careful of that. But what makes it really simple is in your detox kit comes a little card that I showed you guys before, and it has, the foods that you should be eating during your detox. And it's basically, the fruits and vegetables and like grains, like quinoa, and, that type of thing, nuts. That's all kind of incorporated, in the detox. And it also is, it gives you like kind of a breakdown in Dr. Bobby Price's book. It's vegetation over medication. So the changes that I felt, I let you guys know when I did what I eat in a day during my detox. And I noticed that I wasn't having the migraines like I was having like on a daily basis. And I have to say that I just felt better overall, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I know a lot of people are probably like, emotionally? But yeah, and as far as like the mentally, I wasn't having the brain fog, and, I was able to concentrate better. And then I also wasn't dealing with any type of anxiety. I don't really get anxious, a whole lot, but there were times that, I would be. Sometimes it just didn't make sense. And I guess, if physically you're not feeling all that great, and, your body is probably full of toxins, it can cause that type of thing. I'm not a doctor. I don't know for sure, but I do know what has happened with my body. So I can only attest to that. I also have been having more energy. And even though I would be tired sometimes, I would just feel great. You know what I mean? I would be tired, but I would feel good, and I would have all this energy. I slept better. I had mentioned in my other video that, man, I was sleeping like a log. I hadn't slept that well since I was a kid. You go out and you play all day. During the summer, you come on, have your shower, your bath, put on your jammies, and then you're just out. That was me like on a daily basis. And I still sleep really well. I have a really sound sleep. I sleep well. There's times that, I'm trying to fight it, and I'm trying to stay up and maybe do some more reading or listen to a podcast, and I wake up and, man, that podcast is off, or my book is laying over because I've fallen asleep. I'm not having the daily migraines. anymore. I'm not having migraines, at all. I did have one episode. It was after the detox, and I went to a restaurant. I'm not going to name the restaurant, but I went and had some guacamole and chips. And the chips were full of salt, and I don't know what, it was made with, but I did start getting a headache from that. And I'm just like, wow. My body let me know right away, either it was just too much salt or it was some chemical, in the tortilla chips that my body just wasn't going to tolerate. So I'm like, okay, well, no more chips from there. I would kind of rather find some chips that are more natural, and possibly even start making them myself, because I do like them a lot. I like them with salsa and guacamole, just as a snack. So, maybe I will do that in a future recipe video. The other thing I want to talk about is measurements and weight. Now, I've told you guys before that I wasn't doing it to lose weight. I was doing it to kind of get the toxins out of my body and see if in fact that would stop me from, having the migraines that I was having. I just knew that I had to do something different because what I was doing just wasn't working. Going from medication to medication, and the medications kind of sort of worked, but just really didn't. So I just didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to do something different. So the measurements are on my phone. So I measured myself probably different than most people measure. I've never watched people measure themselves on YouTube, so I don't know. But this is how I did it. So my bust, I lost a half inch. I measured my arms right around what do you call this part? This part right here. I don't know. But I measured my arms, and I lost half an inch on my arms. On my high waist, I lost a half inch. My lower waist, I lost 2.5 inches, which I was just like, wow. I noticed my waist, because I would be bloated, a lot of the times. I noticed that just went down. I even had a family member mention that, my waist was looking smaller. My hip, I lost an inch. I measured my thigh. I lost a half an inch. And on my calf, I lost half an inch. That was with the 28-day, the detoxing. The weight, I used a traditional scale, so it didn't do a breakdown. And I know that some people, I've heard of people losing 20 pounds on this detox. But again, that wasn't why I was doing it. But I lost 10 pounds. And I just want to say that if you're going to weigh yourself, please do the measurements also, because if you look at the number on that scale, that can be really triggering for somebody, and they may be so, really concentrating on the number of the scale as opposed to the measurements. And I'm going really by measurements. I weighed myself so you guys would know, but normally I wouldn't have weighed myself. I did not work out consistently, or as consistently as I wanted to. So my first week I didn't, because I was really tired and I was just trying to let my body get used to doing the detox. But the second week I worked out for 4 days, I want to say 3 or 4 days. And then the next week I ended up going out of town with a friend to New York, and we did a lot of walking. Of course, when you're in Manhattan, you're walking it up. So, but yeah, I didn't work out as much as I wanted to, but I will be incorporating 3 to 4 days doing strength training and HIIT from this point forward into my routine. So moving forward, I will continue to eat plant-based. I'm not going back, to doing the high processed food. I'll use other ways to get protein, as far as meats and fish and things like that. So, I'll be doing beans, and I'll find protein, in other ways. Again, I want to, you know, I already said that I'll be working out more consistently. So it'll be 3 to 4 days a week. And I want to increase my water intake because I feel like my water intake was a little down, you know, with detoxing. You know, I was using the water in the detox, but I wanted to do, you know, even more water. And, you know, that sometimes was a little difficult for me. The other thing is I am going to do another detox. Dr. Price recommends that you do detoxes. I believe it's every 4 to 6 months, but I'll probably be doing another one in December because, you know, hey, might as well. I'm not gonna be doing, you know, the typical celebrating. So I might as well get out the way before the new year comes in. And then from that point on, you know, probably twice a year, I'll be doing detoxing. If I feel like I needed to do it more, then I'll you know, do it every 4 months. But at this point, I think that I'll be doing it every 6 months. I'll see, and I'll give you guys an update later. So, yeah, it was an experience. I don't regret it. I loved it. I feel great, and I'm really happy, you know, that I did it, and I will continue, you know, with my journey and just keep you guys updated. So subscribe to see more beauty, hair, and lifestyle videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Guys, let me know in the comment section below if you're going to do any type of detox, and just share, you know, if you've done some in the past, what your results have been. Stay healthy and happy, and remember to keep pursuing your goals, plans, and dreams. You got this. Bye, guys.